Coming to you live from AverageJoeGaming.com, it's the 100th Average Podcast featuring the Will Street Band. I'm Austin Clark, and here's your host, Brian Maldonado!
And swing it down. And we finish. Alright, that works. Alright everybody, thanks for coming to the program. We got a lot of stuff, so we better jump right into it. Microsoft has pulled another 180 and decided to unpack the Kinect from the Xbox One and bring down the price to $400, bringing it to price parity with the PS4. When questioned why they insisted that the Xbox One needed the Kinect in the first place, Microsoft executives looked shiftily around the room, jumped out a window, and parachuted to safety. Looks like they're doing a lot to keep the truth from being surfaced.
Seems like they're playing this one pretty close to the chest, Brian.
I'd say so too. So close. Forget it. Next thing. Some developers that were working on Kinect games have shown some displeasure with the decision to unbox the Kinect because now even more people aren't going to be interested in their games. I don't think anybody was really interested in any of those games.
Nobody's gonna learn the magic of Fantasia now.
That's magic.
That's a Kinect bestseller. Come on.
Is there such thing as a Kinect bestseller?
When 2 copies are sold, yes.
That's a 2 copies of it. That's good. Dance Central? How many? Yeah, per. Moving on. Of course, with the Xbox One price drop, just 7 months after release, the big question on everyone's mind is, why is the Wii U still $300? It's been 2 years, Austin.
I don't know. Maybe they should drop out the gamepad thing.
I think that would help because nobody's using it. In fact, I heard that Nintendo is creating a GameCube controller to work with the Wiimote. So you don't even need the thing in the box. The gamepad. All right. Rocksteady. This is what I'm excited about. Rocksteady has shown the first official gameplay for the upcoming Batman Arkham Knight. And as a Bat fan, I gotta say, it gets me excited in ways that, here, just take a look at the clip. That was a doozy. All right. The Nintendo Wi-Fi connection has been shut down, taking away the ability to get online with the Wii and the DS games online. The gaming community responded to this by continuing to play the Call of Duty on their Xboxes. Apparently nobody knew that you could play the Wii or the DS online.
I didn't know. Nothing at all.
And did either one of you guys ever take the thing online? Or
I did once.
how was that?
It was a terrible experience. Never do it again.
You won't be able to anymore.
That suits me. How about this one, gang? The development team behind Basement Crawl, the PS4's lowest rating game, is at it again, making a new game that is sure to be better, featuring scary clowns and creepy grandmas. The new game is pretty much their apology to the fans for the first... Hold on. My producer's telling me that it's not a new game. It's actually just a remake of Basement Crawl. They're supposedly making it better? I don't know how that's going to work. Because no matter how much you polish a turd, it's still going to be a turd.
Yeah, from my experiences, yeah. That's it.
Your experiences with...
Moving on. I mean, just, yeah, moving on.
Experiences with polishing turds?
Okay, what I do in my own time, guys, outside of the studio is my time, okay?
Well, how much time are you spending polishing turds?
How long does it take to polish a turd?
Do you use gloves?
You guys just don't understand fine art.
Is it like a scene out of Ghost? With the pottery clay?
Yes, it's something like that, yeah.
Okay. That's, all right, cool.
That's all the explanation I needed.
That's how you, okay. What I want to know is how is it that development teams of successful games are downsizing, and yet these guys are wasting valuable time and money to make the same game? It's the same fucking game! It's the same fucking game! I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, you know who's not wasting time making the same game? Ubisoft! And they've announced Far Cry 4. And they've showed the box art for it. I am still wet from that.
You must have really liked that.
From that Arkham Knight, from that Arkham Knight clip. I think so. Back to Ubisoft. The image that they've shown for the box art has caused quite the controversy online. Actually making a lot of people label it as a racist image. We have it here for you. Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess I kind of see it. I guess I kind of see a little bit of racism there.
I mean, I kind of like that pink suit.
It is a nice suit. I kind of wish my suit was a little pink. We were actually able to dig up the original art for it, and I think maybe they should have stuck with that one, and it would have, you know, kind of avoided all this controversy. Let's see that one. See? I think they should have kept that one. Works. What do you think, Will?
Austin? No.
Okay, well, we've had a busy week here at Average Joe Gaming. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to, Austin?
Oh, so you want to know, like, what I've been playing?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
This is a gaming show. It's not a game show. It's a gaming show. Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay.
You don't have to buzz in. We already asked you.
You know what?
You want the opportunity to tell me what you've done this week.
Well, I've been playing Yakuza, Dead Souls. And that game, people, let me tell you, it's not great. It's not, no. It's,
Is that the game I walked in and looked like a PS2 game?
This is a game you walked in and looked like a PS2 game. I don't think it's a PS2 game. I think it looks a bit better.
Nah, I saw it too. And
It looks pretty bad.
This is my time, guys. You play that game, it's definitely the weakest of the series. Focuses a lot more on gunplay, which is not a mainstay of the series, which it's strange. But there's zombies, so you gotta shoot zombies, right? The story is ridiculous, but there's still a bit of heartfelt work that goes into the presentation of it. You can tell, like, the voice work, even though it's in Japanese, they put a lot of time into it. And it's decent if you're into the series. With that said, it's still a bad game. I've also been playing Transistor. Do you guys know about that game?
bad game?
We know about it.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't played it.
I heard that it was bad because of the RPG.
No, it's actually not an RPG. It's made by the people who did Bastion, and it's got one of the coolest battle systems I've ever played in games. The main point is you get these functions. They can be used as an attack, they can be used as an upgrade to the attack, or they can be a status update on your character. So you can mix and match all these different things and basically have a different build every time you get a new function. It's pretty cool. It keeps things very fresh throughout the game. Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's a great battle system, and the art and story is really cool.
What about for people who haven't played, who don't play RPGs?
That's
Well,
what I asked. You said it wasn't an RPG. What is it?
it's not an RPG because you can run around, you just attack stuff. It's not like a turn-based game. There are RPG mechanics, yes. And, like...
But you said battle system. That means that there's menus.
Just like God of War has you leveling up things and learning how to block and roll at certain times, like that's a battle system. This one just incorporates more in the customizable attacks.
So could a person like me enjoy that game?
I think you could, yeah.
Okay. I'll take that to the bank. Straight from the horse's mouth. He's not the horse. He had nothing to do with that game.
I think what you guys are not liking is the slow down time part, which is sort of like Fallout, where you can slow down time, plan out your attacks, and just play it out. It's a more strategic element, makes things a little easier, but you don't necessarily have to use that. That's about my week. Will! What have you been playing? What have you been doing?
I purchased God of War for Vita, so I beat both of those games again.
God of War 1?
1 and 2. And then I played God of War 3 and Ascension just because. And Ascension is still a bad game, in case you were wondering. Still bad. They patched it like crazy and it still sucks. I think it took me like an hour to download all the patches for that game. I also bought Wolfenstein, which I don't know if you've been looking in the seeing what everybody else has been saying, but just listen for me. Don't buy it. It's not. I don't like it. Boring.
I think it looks fun.
I mean, you can have your opinion. It could be wrong, but it's not fun at all.
Is it because they take a very, very big emphasis on the story, and you don't think there's enough explosions?
No, see, that's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about the story, and I don't see a story at all. I don't even see, there's points where, like, story stuff is happening, and it's like, okay, this is stupid. Like, oh, we gotta get the Nazis, the U.S. died, and then they surrendered. They dropped the bomb, and everything's over. Like, it's stupid. I don't like it. It's generic. This is a generic FPS. That's what it is. And it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Yes. First game in a long time that I'm.
What are you gonna get in its place?
Probably Mario Kart, because it's the logical step. Wolfenstein to Mario Kart. But that's been about it. How about you, Brian? What you been doing?
This week I've been playing a lot of Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which is the same exact game as the regular edition, just remastered for PS4.
Just definitive.
Right. It's definitive because it looks prettier. That's what makes it definitive. I think they're okay. I think they're already pretty naturally defined.
Okay.
I've also been playing Soul Sacrifice. Also not a good game.
You've been playing a lot of bad games.
Yeah, I think all three of us have had, this is weird, I think. I don't think we've ever...
First time we've all played a bad game.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, to be honest. It's not fun. In fact, it's so not fun that I've resorted to pretty much just playing Tomb Raider on my Vita. Through remote play. Because it's a better game.
Yeah.
And you can do that now with the power of the PS4. I also saw Godzilla. What?
The future.
Yeah. I also saw Godzilla this week. I enjoyed it.
I still haven't seen it.
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that Godzilla.
Little skimpy on the monster fights.
Yes, I agree.
But overall, pretty good movie. Aaron Johnson's a little vacant.
Yeah, extremely.
But that's okay. He was kick-ass.
Like
What do you want?
Pacific Rim.
It is better than Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Stick with us. We've got a great show coming up. We've got Natalie Portman here to talk about her role in Star Wars Episode 7. We've got Harold Ramis here to talk about his role in Ghostbusters 3. And we've also got Rage Against the Machine here to play at the end of the show. So stick around after the commercial break. We'll see you soon.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just checking out AverageJoeGaming.com, the coolest place to get your video game news and reviews.
Radical! Austin! Come and check out this site! Wow!
This site looks amazing. It is amazing. Because you can go here and check out your reviews. And these are all the coolest reviews for all the cool games you want to play. And you can even follow them on Twitter and Facebook. Yeah, all you gotta do is click on these buttons right here and here.
It's like we're in the future.
And speaking of the future, they even have a show that they do every week called The Average Podcast. It's like radio only for, today's generation.
Oh boy!
That sounds swell. Yep, and anybody can listen? Yeah, anybody. All you need is a internet connection. I got one of those. I can ask my mother to hook it up for me. Just have her go to http://www.averagejoegaming.com. It's that simple, and then you're in.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on this site right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and find it right now too. I'm gonna masturbate.
Go ahead, Nelson. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of Debatable on AverageJoeGaming.com. Part of the special 100th episode of the Average Podcast.
We made it.
We made it.
Looks like we made it.
People doubted us. But we're here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here,
Mm-hmm.
as Drake would say.
Nigga, we made it.
Yeah. On Debatable, it's the show where somebody's right and somebody's wrong. God damn it. And I decide who. On this episode, Will is going to say that Super Mario Bros. 3 is better than Super Mario World.
I think you should have said we're debating what game is better, Super Mario World or Super Mario Bros. 3.
I should have.
On the side of Super Mario Bros.
Brian,
3.
you're not hosting.
I should have.
You're not
But
hosting.
this is the first time ever, and we have room to improve.
Okay.
You know?
Alright.
Brian's trying to hijack the show.
Brian is talking about Super Mario World. Will is talking about Super Mario Bros. 3. They're going to debate, see which one is better. I'm going to say some things and judge it. All right.
I'm already lost. I'm already down 1 point.
You're already down 1 point. But, I mean, you might be able to come back.
Okay.
Just get on the good side.
All right.
All right. First thing I want to talk about. Super Mario Bros. World versus Super Mario Bros. 3, the level design and the cohesiveness of the worlds. Super Mario World has the dinosaur land. Everything runs together. It's all very cohesive, and the levels kind of reflect that. Super Mario Bros. 3, you have a huge variety in worlds. You got some levels where there's no ground, where you're just jumping on flying fucking beetles and shit.
Iceland.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, Will, tell me why Super Mario Bros. 3 has better worlds.
Well, first, I mean, the biggest thing is the big world. Big world is better. And if you want...
You're talking about the giant, where
Yes,
you got
giant
giant
world.
Goombas, giant turtles.
Giant turtles, and they're huge and massive, and they got huge blocks, and it's like you're a tiny man walking through a big... It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And that's why I like that level. I like it better.
It's a pretty great level.
I like it better because it's like it seems like there's more variety, except for World 7, which fucking sucks. And I will agree that is the worst level. I mean, worst world in any Mario game is World 7. But I mean, you have
What makes it the worst?
Oh, just because I don't even know what stage that is.
It's the one with the vines and the plants all over the place.
Yeah, but I don't know what the world is like.
World 7.
What would it be called?
It's named 7.
Like
the
Leaf
world.
World? Plant World? Yeah, probably Plant World.
Okay.
It's because that one has mazes and all kinds of, it's mostly just the plants that kill you everywhere. That's just, I think you can get through the first 2 levels, but after that it's just...
You don't feel like the variety takes away from the full experience? It doesn't, it moves things along too quickly for players?
No, because the boss battles are in flying ships. So of course they have to go to different locations.
Oh, okay.
Can't be on the same world. They go to someplace else.
Okay. Brian, what do you got to say about that? You got a rebuttal against that, or you just want to talk about Super Mario World?
No, I mean, those aspects are very cool in Super Mario Bros. 3. So I would just say that as far as level design in Super Mario World, how it's an actual world. The name of the game is aptly chosen. I guess that's what I was trying to say. It is a cohesive world rather than being in several different worlds under 8 different kingdoms, essentially, is what it is. Whereas Super Mario World is one kingdom, and it's all kind of... I would say it's more of a cohesive story. It's more of a journey, kind of, I guess.
Right, I love those story segments in Super Mario
Find the
World.
princess in
Well,
the next castle.
Well, it's that, but it's also like you started from the bottom and you get to the top. Yeah, just aesthetically, it makes more sense than hopping from world to world. Instead of world to world, it's districts. It's more like districts.
Mm.
And were we just talking about the entire world in general, or are we talking level
Individual
design?
levels too, like the design of levels.
Okay, so the design of levels, I think are better in Super Mario World because basically you have the power of the Super Nintendo.
Careful where you're going with this.
Are we crossing into a new territory?
We might be.
Okay, well, I mean, in Super Mario World, there's levels where there's platforms flying, and you're on those platforms, and you have to choose different paths to get to the end of the level, and it's more exciting and I don't know if I want to say exciting. It seems like there's more varied gameplay than there is in Super Mario Brothers 3.
I would like to
Because
say,
what?
I would like to say that those levels are in Super Mario 3 too.
Mm-hmm.
The levels where you have to jump on the turtles and they go up and down, and you have to hop on each one to get to the end of the level.
I'm gonna have to stop you guys right there.
Okay.
Because we're on a time limit here. We're paying for the studio. We don't have all the money. But you were bringing up a good point. Power-ups. Tell me about the power-ups and why they're more effective in Super Mario World versus Super Mario Bros. 3.
Okay, power-ups. Here's the thing. There's less power-ups in Super Mario World. But how many are... I think there's only 3 power-ups in Super Mario World.
I'm not going to sit here and count them.
But basically, the game hinges on being... I guess you could count Yoshi as a power-up, too.
I would say so, yes.
The game hinges on the fact that the cape is such a cool power-up that's what you'll want to have the whole time. Basically, I didn't even mess with the flower power anymore after I got to the cape. Because the cape, you have basically infinite flying capability, unless there's an obstacle in your way. And it was also the key for you getting into secret areas, much like the tail is in Super Mario Brothers. But it forced you to go about it in more creative ways. And Yoshi, being a power-up, is super cool because Yoshi's faster than Mario. Yoshi's able to kill enemies easier than Mario. And Yoshi has his own set of power-ups within...
The different colored Yoshis.
Within the different colored Yoshis, different colored shells. He can fly, he can stomp really hard, he can spit fire.
He spits hot fire like Dylon.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So basically, Yoshi, other than I guess the cape is cool, but I guess Yoshi would be the ultimate power-up because it's several power-ups in one.
Will.
So, so Super Mario Brothers 3 has, I don't know, like 6 power-up maybe?
A lot.
It's like 6 of them. The only one that is, I mean, they all serve their own purpose. The one that's probably the worst one is the frog suit. But I mean, if you're on a water level there, it's amazing.
Right. That is the best way to use the frog suit. Outside of the water, you're pretty much going to die.
But like, I think that it feels like Super Mario Bros. 3 is more creative in there. It's like they have like the boot power up. You can get in the boot and you just jump on the piranhas and they don't. I mean, not the piranhas, but the plants, and they don't hurt you and that type of stuff. I feel like they have like it's more creative in 3 than it is in World. World they were like, oh, we got Cape and Yoshi and we'll give them some of the power ups from 3 and that's it. There wasn't really anything new in 3.
Can I...
Yeah, go ahead, your interjection.
Here's the thing about the power-ups in Super Mario Brothers 3. Most of them are unused. Unnecessary.
You could say the same about Super Mario World.
Super Mario World, I feel like they're more used because they...
You even said yourself
Flower power.
Cape is so cool. You just want to be with the
The
cape.
flower power is the one that you don't use, but they had to put flower power in it because it's been there since the first game. They're not going to take it out of the game. But I feel like because it's so pared down to only, the couple power-ups, that they're more effective than the 17 power-ups that you get in Super Mario Bros. 3 that you probably only use for one level each.
Okay. Good points. I'm going to jot some of this stuff down. Okay. All right. Now, last little topic. Because I love my music. What soundtrack is better? Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World? I got some tunes in my head from both of them, but I can't decide which one's better. Will, what do you think?
Definitely 3.
Definitely. 3. He says definitely.
Especially seeing what it had to work with on the NES, and it has like some of the most memorable tunes.
Yeah.
It's got to be 3.
Okay.
That music.
That music.
That music.
Brian, what do you think about the soundtrack?
It's hard to compete with 3 as far as soundtrack goes. But again, with the power of the Super Nintendo, you get maybe not as memorable tunes,
Get better quality.
but better quality tunes, and you get songs that are like the cool theme that plays when you're near Bowser's castle. It's all boom, boom,
Oh, yeah.
boom, 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 and then there's the twinkle in. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I mean, just for the sheer fact that it has stuff like that, where they're able to do more with the music, I would say it's better for that.
But you can also say that people that they couldn't do. I mean, there's people have albums that like it sounds shitty, but the songs are so good that it gets over the shittiness.
Right.
And I think that's why
That's
that's Super Mario Bros. 3. It had to deal with what the NES was capable of, and still made such a memorable
Interesting.
track selection.
Closing statements. Brian, wrap it up. Tell me why it's the best overall.
It's the best overall because you have cooler enemies to fight. You got the football players, your Koopalings.
Chuck guys or something.
Yep. The Koopalings were a little more, I guess they were about the same as they are in all the other games.
You know what was sweet about Super Mario Brothers World? Super Mario World. The end credits when they show every enemy like a cast member.
Right.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. And they gave enemies names that I didn't even know they had
Mm.
names for. And finally, there's never a shortage. Once you figure out that game, it's just so pleasurable to be able to jump into whatever level you want to, find whatever power-ups you need to, and then jump out and jump into another level that you maybe needed a power-up for to complete.
Sir
My
William,
turn? That's why-
final statements.
Warp Whistle. Warp Whistle was awesome. To skip over whatever you wanted.
Yeah, it's Star Road.
Yeah, but you had to. Isn't there? There was a part of Star
Road was a shortcut, but you had to get.
You had to get
through
both
it.
of them, so you couldn't
get
really
through the
skip.
levels.
Yeah, you couldn't skip it.
So the power of your game is that you could skip most of it.
No, I'm saying that was World 7. You just skip over that. That's not even in the game for me anymore. I just skip over it. That's why it's the greatest game ever, because World 7 doesn't exist. Big world, gotta have that big world. But there's been I don't understand why they didn't have it in Super Mario World.
They had the big stereotype monsters and the big bombs. They had elements of the big world.
Yeah, but they didn't
in
have
the levels of the thing. They didn't need to make a big world.
I would have loved to have
And those
a big
giant
world.
the giant mole guys with the sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, those are pretty sweet.
I like big worlds. And I mean, music. I think I don't
Did
know.
I say giant bombs? Because I meant giant bullet bills.
Yeah, you said bombs.
We knew it.
I want to say that it
Spit it out, Will.
that it holds up, but I don't think I think that Mario World does too.
Yeah, they both hold up.
But seeing how this is on the NES,
It holds up even
it
better.
holds up even better.
All right, well, I think I got enough information to make my decision. Let me go over my notes real quick. Okay. Super Mario World wins because Super Mario World is clearly a better game. However, I do think I do think Will.
There was no way that I could have won this.
I think Will made a very good debate here. I think he might have even spoken better about his game. However, Super Mario World's better.
There's no way I could have won.
Debatable? I think not. End. I don't know.
You're gonna stop this
Yeah, I
too.
know.
Average Joe Gaming. Congrats on your 100th birthday. Also, happy birthday to Jackie Chan. We love all of your movies. Seriously, guys, congrats. You guys are kicking ass all over the place. We appreciate your knowledge on video games and or sexual preferences. I fucking love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Check it out. Hey guys, it's Steven from Catmax Gaming, and congratulations on reaching 100 episodes for the Average Podcast. It's great hearing you guys week after week, and keep up the good work.
Down, up, left, A, right, down. This is your boy Prophecy the Prophet, and I want to send a huge congratulations to the Average Joe Gaming team for making it to the 100 podcast and pushing beyond. I want you guys to know that you mean the world to me. You are some of my best friends, Austin, Brian, Will, and you guys make my week worthwhile with the Average Joe podcast. I listen to it. I love it. I'm listening in the car. I respond to it. I'm talking back. I'm talking when you say something wrong or something else. Then somebody jumps in and says, "Oh, okay, they heard me." For a while back, I was going through a very bad depression. You guys helped me remember that I had friends and helped me out of it. Man, I love all of you guys. You guys are like family to me. Are my best friends, actually. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep succeeding. Keep being great. You guys have actually inspired me to do very similar to what you guys are doing. To try to start up something that I enjoy. I want to go to E3 too one of these years. Man, but congratulations on all of your successes and your future successes. Cause I will be there for 200 and 300 and 4 or 5, all the way up till we break the 4-digit mark. All right, again, congratulations. Peace and much love to you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Average Podcast special episode number 100. We did it! We did it! Woo! Remember, if you want to listen to this episode, every past episode, and every future episode of the Average Podcast, all you have to do is go to averagejoegaming.com or go to iTunes or go to Player FM, subscribe to us, download us on all of those avenues. And also you can follow us on Facebook, you can get us on Twitter, you can follow us on YouTube, and you can go to averagejoegaming.com website. That's it, right? Thank you to Will on the Willie Street Band. Austin, Patrick, Allison, Alyssa, me. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Watching. We love you. Yeah. Brian, come here. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Turn around for what? Going rat. Turn around for what? We better. Poop. You should check it out this website, averagejoegaming.com.
Look inside of his face. Look inside of his face.
No.
Yeah.
It's the coolest site for all your video game news and reviews. Radical. Austin.
Oh shit. Also stay low.
That one's done. When questioned why the Xbox One needed the Kinect in the first place, Microsoft executives looked in the opposite, shut! I'm gonna start that joke over. Can we do that? Can we fix it in post? Alright. Cut to the dog. Alright. Alright, ready?
Is that supposed to be the real take?
No. Yeah. No.
Will's like, yeah. Oh, I mean, no.
One more.
You're not gonna cut a piece of duct tape for the take, are you?
Yeah. It's pathetic enough to be believable.
Why is he cutting a piece of duct tape? Why is that his
background? I mean, in the backyard with the fucking ninja sword.
He could be a loser doing that, but cutting a piece of duct tape is even a loser wouldn't like.
Gonna cut. I would say.
Yeah, what is it? No.
Yeah, I don't know if I would choose that.
No.
No, it's gonna cut like a fucking hot shit through shit.
Yeah, I think they should have stuck with that one. Oh fuck, I'm not doing the rest of the joke yet. Yeah, Patrick, you shop!
Oh shit, I ruined everything.